What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we are reacting to a personal accomplishment. Yes, I finally done it. I have passed my NCE. That stands for National Counseling Exam. That is the state licensure test that I have to take, and that's one of the two requirements that I need in order to get and progress towards my clinical counseling license, which is my LPC, which stands for Licensed Professional Counselor. And that's just, again, a huge accomplishment. That's exactly what I'm working towards. It's super important. That's been a very long life term goal of mine. This will allow me to open my private practice. This will allow me to accept insurance. This will allow me to work in more specific fields and get certified in different aspects. This is a great step. I was able to take it this morning in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I was able to take it. I took it bright and early in the morning. I woke up at about 6 and started driving. Took me about an hour or so to get there, and then yeah, it was a pretty decent experience. It's pretty straightforward. You know, you pull up to the testing center, you sign in. They take it was interesting. They took a scan of your palm, like the vein, which I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't know that it was that extensive, but you get scanned in, and then you take your test. The NCE is 200 questions, and it was a pretty long test. It took me about 2 hours to finish. But out of those 200, they get rid of 40. Whether you got them right or wrong, they get rid of 40 automatically, and then the test is out of 160. So I think this is due to certain ones getting tested out, certain ones kind of being like skewed or having a curve to them. I needed to score 91, and I was able to score 98. So I was decently above, wasn't too bad. I did... There were main components that we really don't cover all that much in my master's program. So a big significant part of the test itself was in career counseling. So we have about 1 class to 2 classes out of the 3 years of our master's program, and only like that's not a lot. So like I really didn't retain much from that, but thankfully I was able to cover some of that in different studying methods. But again, it was still pretty difficult because like even though there was like 30-40 questions, they only took 8 that counted. So it was quite a lot to take over for the test, but it was not too bad overall. They talked a lot about developmental, and they also talked a lot of behavioral, which I thought was really interesting because we talk about behavioral, you know, CBT, but it was more behavioral in the sense of like what behaviorists think, and really reflected on that. It also had a big chunk in relational and couples counseling, which I thought was very interesting. So they definitely highlighted key components that I don't think CADE-CREP or schooling really focuses on, which I wish they did better at, but I was able to do it with minimal studying, and that's not to toot my own horn or anything. I was not anticipating passing this. The reason I took this, and it was kind of out of the nowhere, is because my authorization was kind of coming up. So what I was really initially going to do was take the test and kind of use it as like a data collection aspect and kind of just see what the test is like, you know, and because we have to pay about $300 to take it every single time, which kind of hurts. But again, it's the price you pay to kind of, again, work towards that licensure. Once you're licensed, like it's again, it just proves that you've put in significant time, hours, sweat and tears into your craft to become a professional counselor, and it's a state regulated license. The cool part about this too, which I'm very excited for, is Pennsylvania became part of the counseling compact too. So with new private practices opening up, you can actually reach and extend across state lines and other individuals who are in the counseling compact. I, again, very much reflecting back on the test, I did feel confident. I kept feeling my confidence kind of grow as I was taking it, but I tried to make sure that I didn't let my expectations or my hopes get too high, because I was, again, not anticipating doing well on it. Again, just utilizing it more for that data collection tool, but I really was, I shocked myself. I'm very proud of myself, And it was just a really cool feeling getting that paper back and seeing that I passed. You know, it just, again, goes to like show, like, you just keep putting hard work into things and you retain more than you're aware. But it's always good to, again, reflect and challenge your thoughts and just do your best to become the best version in your career. And I'm so glad I picked this field to work in, and I feel like I'm growing each and every day with so many different experiences, both good and bad. Growth is just such a significant part of this field, as it is any field. And yeah, I just wanted to share my accomplishments with you. And it's just a really, really big one. And I know I talk a lot about other people's accomplishments. I really focus on other people's working through difficult aspects as a therapist. And a lot of the time therapists forget to kind of take the time to really like reflect on themselves and tell themselves that they're proud of themselves. So I just wanted to take the time and share this awesome accomplishment with you, my subscribers, who have been super supportive, who've been supporting this channel, who have helped me continue my educational learning by teaching you guys. I think that's what really helped too. How to like receive knowledge and perceive it, and sharing that stuff with you through this YouTube channel has really helped me write a lot of that to memory. And I just couldn't be more grateful for you guys, that you guys helped me along the way, and just kept providing such awesome support across the board. So I say this is kind of to us. And I appreciate you guys supporting it. That's definitely helped. But I, again, am just very proud of myself for accomplishing this goal. It's not a very easy goal. It is a hard test. A lot of people struggle with this. I know people who've taken it 3 times. So it's hard, you know, it's rough, but it's doable, you know. So it's just, and sometimes we shock ourselves, which is really the really cool part. And I'm just ecstatic to be one step closer to my licensure. And now I just got to work on my hours, and I'm hammering those away. So yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. I could do a breakdown of the hours that I still need. But yeah, drop a comment down below. If there's an accomplishment you've done recently, has there anything you accomplished that you feel really, really proud of? I'd really be curious to know. If not, tell me a goal you want to accomplish by the end of this year. You know, I'd really be curious to kind of see where your perspective's at, what your kind of goal setting's like. And what steps you're taking to achieve that goal, you know? Regardless if you achieve it or not, making sure we're still practicing being proud of ourselves. So do with that what you will. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you drop a like too. I really appreciate that. For you guys watching all my videos that aren't just reactions of other songs and whatnot. So I appreciate that. And make sure you're subscribed as well. We just broke 2,600 subscribers, which is huge. And I can't, again, thank you guys enough for the support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed so you can catch the next video, and I will see you then. Bye.